Grand Rising, Grand Rising, Grand Rising. My name is Mystic Powers, and I am here to bring you yet another one. So let's get right on into it. I hope everybody is doing well and being blessed. Okay, so we have Mercury coming out here. You could be receiving some type of communication. All right, something that is very important. Something you may need to analyze. Okay, you probably already know what this is. We have the second house. Your Mercury could probably be in a second house. Patiently, what you want, get what you need. The second house represents I have. It represents your possessions, your money, your resources, your work values, your work habits, your regular habits, your priorities, and your work ethics. It is ruled by Taurus and Venus. So something could be very significant about your second and your 10th house because we have 10th house here. So something here is coming that you had to wait very patiently for. You could be receiving communication about this soon here with Mercury coming beforehand. We have the 10th house, your destiny, where you're going, your career. All right, this has to do with work. Something could be changing within your second and 10th house. The 10th house is I achieve. Contribution, career, mission in life, status, masculinity, fame, goals, instincts, intuition. It's ruled by Capricorn and Saturn. Okay, so if you do not have your birth chart, I do advise you to get it and always have it so that you can know where your placements are, because certain planets and certain houses actually help you to move within that house. And this, it has something to do with your career. And this is what you was destined to do here. So you could be receiving communication that has to do with your second house, which is what you have, right? And it is part of your destiny. So it's something here that you're going to be receiving communication about. It rightfully belongs to you, and it was part of your destiny. All right? We're going to move to our mudras here. Courage, you're being guided to have courage right now. Show yourself what's in you. Allow what's in you to be seen unapologetically. You could do this mudra while you meditate, and it will help you with courage. We have higher meaning here. Be proudful. Okay, so you are moving steadily forward towards your higher meaning, your higher purpose, your destiny here. You may do this mudra also while meditating. We have stability here. I shall keep going. You are very stable. Okay. I know it may seem like certain things is moving a little bit too slow, or you're not as stable as you would like to be, but always remember the divine has you in their arms. They will never allow you to lack. And we have inspiration here. Be creative. You are an inspiration to those around you. You are the type of person that if you see somebody struggling, even though you're struggling, you would go and be like, hey, look, listen, the struggle is real for everybody. We can struggle together. And as long as there's equal energy exchange, then everything is fine. But you're a high inspiration to those who are around you. And you're an inspiration to yourself. Okay, we have ego and hate. Somebody here is in their ego and hate. When I clarified this card, I got the Ace of Wands in reverse. This could very well be a fire sign. This person is fearing change. They don't want change to happen. They're very restless. But they're working out of ego and hate. We have fame and renown. Six of coins here. Somebody who's selfish. This person here is trying to do anything and everything they can to get this fame or be renowned here in some which way, shape, or form. Okay, so this here is supposed to be an angel. That right there. Okay, that's the angel name there. You could probably write it down. I think these are Kabbalic angels. But somebody's here willing to do anything and everything they can for this fame and fortune. Making mistakes. This person has made a big mistake. They was probably working with this demon here. Admodius. And this demon, a lot of people is working with this demon and they just don't know it. This is a very trickster type of demon right here. They have the Fool in reverse. They were reckless. They were being naive. And they made they made a mistake. Admodius here had fun. Okay, they wanted to cause war and violence, chaos within your life. Instead, they ended up creating boundaries, burdens for themselves with the Ten of Wands. What they did was treasonous. Excuse me, spiritual burp. Zephyr is probably another demon they were working with. This is why I'm saying it's so important to, at least as a spiritualist, if you plan on, doing this as a work and you really want to help others in breaking generational curses, it's always good to know the demons, to study the Lesser Key of Solomon, because you need to know, it's very important to know which archangel frustrates the demons, okay? And then alongside with knowing their name, you would be able to command them. And they would have to flee from away from you. All right? Queen of Swords, somebody who likes to lie. Somebody who likes to be very manipulative. Has done these treasonous acts against you. Sunbach. Okay, they will fall. What these people don't know is when they call on these demons and they try to use them, they think that they are in control. No, the demon will allow you to believe that you are the one who's in control until you find out that you never had control. Nine of Wands, somebody who's stubborn, somebody who's doesn't have that. This person is depleted. This entity, whoever they decided to work with, is depleting them. Prejudice marks. All right. They probably tried to send this type of energy to you. This is why this person is in debt. This person is fearing the unknown. This person is fearing this person. This person is fearing whatever entity that they called on. That's who they're fearing the most. Anger. This person is angry. Here, they ain't got nobody to be angry at but themselves. They're angry at you, Star. Because you're the star. You're choosing to heal. You're choosing to walk forward in love and light. You're not choosing to stay in this type of energy. They could have even sent this type of energy, this here demon to you. They could have tried to attach many of demons to the collective. They didn't know Archangel Michael was here with truth and justice. They didn't know that Archangel Michael was going to slay their head. They didn't know that. They didn't know that you are an earth angel, balanced in harmony. They didn't know that you were tapped into your intuition. You had dreams. You can see through their illusions. They didn't know that you had conquered over the devil. These people went to these entities and was like, hey, I want to go on ahead and attack this person. And these entities looked at each other, and then they looked at the karmics, and they had the biggest smile on their face. Why? Because these entities knew they couldn't do nothing to you. They knew they couldn't do nothing to you. But what is their job to do? Bring these karmic souls into, I think, and now They're realizing that. Now they're realizing that. Oh my God, I actually made a mistake. Yes, you did. You fell for the trickery. But that's all your fault. Okay. We have the call here. Turn your ringer off. Okay, these people are going to want to start calling you with their sad sob stories here. You are being guided to turn your ringer off. Do not even answer their phone calls because it's not even worth your time, your patience, you getting all your energy sucked out of you, you getting taken out of your element. This could be somebody here who wants to call you, somebody here who is full body. It could also be somebody who has gray hair as well. They could be an elderly person here. This person astral projects a lot. If this person can still astral project, which I highly doubt it, they will be calling you, or they will try to get a hold to you in the astral realm. All right. You are very unbothered by this person who is most definitely an elderly woman here. You are unbothered by this person. Okay, this person has lustful ways. What they want is, they really want you to disappear so they can get this money. They need to sit their old butt down somewhere before they can't open their eyes no more. And that's not a threat. This person lacks love. They lack love for you. They never cared for you. They only saw you as money or a way to get money. All right. This person sat up here and was fantasizing, was pleasured by the fact that they was getting ready to get this money off of you. This person played a dangerous game and they lost. They tried to oppress you, but they could not. And yes, this person does have an entity attachment. It could have been one of the demons I picked out earlier. We have cat here. Embrace your hunting instincts. Your hunting instincts. Focus on the world outside. All right. So somebody here wanted to go to their hunting side. They wanted to explore their dark side. All right. They wanted to go play outside. This person is like a black cat with their ass tooted up in heat. Go get you a dildo or something. This person is in a religious group, in a cult, or a worship. This person is very lustful. They work out of this lustful energy. All right. Whatever they're doing is going to come to an end soon. All right. There's going to be conflict in between whoever this person has been working with. And you know what? If they have been doing mental spells on you, then guess what they're headed to? They're heading towards having mentally and emotionally, they ain't going to be stable. Whoever this ice queen is, this feminine. Okay. Who's looking at getting locked up? Oh, yeah. They wanted you in this energy. This is the energy that they're in. Now they're sitting up there saying, this is cruel. Well, what do you mean it's cruel? This is your energy. And be like, is this your energy? Take your shit back. And then they want to get all mad because you sent their energy back to them. What? Get out of here. You said you wanted to play. Now they want to come in and try to seduce you any which way they can. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. We see it. We see it. That you are not being truthful. Forbidden. Proceed with caution. They were told to proceed with caution, and collective, you're being guided to proceed with caution with dealing with this energy, because this energy is within their 20s. Now you got this big-nosed, big-headed face karmic energy right here. And you know who I'm talking to. Who think they know anything, and they only in their 20s. They don't know. They need to sit down. Have several seats before somebody sit them down. Because whatever they did against you, collective, was forbidden. These people this person ain't got no energy. They ain't got no energy. So if this dumbass 20-year-old right here who did something forbidden against you, she ain't nothing but dumb. He or she will go on the internet and look up a spell and think that if you follow it step by step, then something bad gonna happen. No. A spell would only work if it matches your intentions. So if you're doing a spell out of somebody else's grimoire, which every witch knows, you're never supposed to do a spell out of someone else's grimoire, then of course the dummy who's only 20 is going to sit there and have a temper tantrum. But see, that's what they get. Because they shouldn't have did it. It was forbidden. Them and their little friend group traveled. They sure did. They was like, hey, come on. Let's go somewhere. Let's go somewhere. To cause a transition. To cause a death. These three dummies here, roach face looking people, wanted to dibble dabble in something they knew ain't right. And they ain't even barely lived their lives yet. But they gonna learn today. They gonna learn from doing these rituals. They're not the empress or the emperor. They don't have no creation. They don't have the means to manifest on their own. That's why they need all this help, all these people here. They weren't successful. Their plan failed. That death magic To have things come to an end for the collective, right? Where's that card at? Here. That energy is staying with them. So I wonder which one of these people gonna die. It could, at least one person is in their 20s. There's 3 people in a card. We done already came across the old heifer. Now we coming across the 20-year-old. And there's one person trying to stay hidden. These people are emotionally unstable. There it go again. Huh. Didn't we pull a card out here that says somebody is... yes, we did. Somebody is most definitely in some type of religious order. It could be Christians. It could be Eastern Star members. It could be Masons, Moors. Here. Whoever this elderly woman is what this energy is here. So she's the one that's trying to stay hidden, but she can't stay hidden at all. They don't have the victory. They lost. For trying to steal whatever it is that they were trying to steal from the collective. And this person is part of your family. And if they're not part of your blood family, they're married into family. And they need to know to get on somewhere. Because you're about to make them go on somewhere. Including this 20-year-old. Because this 20-year-old could be someone, most definitely. They all could be somebody from your family. All right, we have obsession here. Dial it down. Hype usually leads to disappointment. These people celebrated too fast. They celebrated too early. They thought they had you. But see, what they failed to realize is God can use anybody that he chooses to use. So when he switched up the game and he decided to save you and not them, they felt a certain type of way. But see, you was always meant to be the problem solver. This is why they are obsessed with your energy, because you solve the problem each and every time. These people were malicious towards you. By doing these ceremonial riches against you. But they didn't know you was going to figure out that too, huh? I think that's what they get. I think that's exactly what they get. They didn't know you had the gift of prophecy. They didn't know that the moon tells you secrets in the night. They didn't know you knew how to go inward and reflect. They didn't know that you had that you was in cahoots with your lineage. They didn't know that you know how to speak to your ancestors. They did not know that you had the strength to do this. Yet they were warned. And now they want to play victims. But who was really the victim? Who really was the victim? You over there looking singy, sexy and successful. You know, being the boss of your own life. Ascending. as the star, yeah. Connecting with your soulmate on a 5D, you ain't got nothing to worry about. These people want to try and come back. No. Six of Swords. You're highly guided by your ancestors, and your ancestors are protecting you from these people. So even if they did try to come forward towards you, they're gonna be stopped in their tracks. You are the Earth Angel here with the Temperance card. All weapons formed against you will never prosper. You sitting up there like, oh yes, I got the tea for you guys tonight. Tune in on a new episode of Collective's Life. You good over here in the Nine of Pentacles. You worked hard for every single one of those pentacles, and you don't have to share them with nobody if you don't want to. Because you the emperor or the empress. Look at how you looking at these people. Look at these damn fools. Up there, in your creativity, in your passion, you're being your true, authentic self. You allow the divine to come to you and tell you, and people be like, well, they're weird. Why do they always stay? Because we need to be by ourselves in order to see what y'all demons are up to. We don't like to be distracted. Yes, most of you are heading towards marriage here soon. Congratulations. And if you're not getting married, you're becoming balanced in between your masculine and your feminine self. It is family here that we're talking about that's throwing this evil eye at you. This person is held in high honor within an organization. There's something having to do about a house. All right. These people wanted to manipulate the situation. But here you are standing in your truth. You're like, oh, hell no. I got something to say. You ain't gonna have it no more. These people were fools. See, we had the fool for the second time again. They made a stupid decision. They didn't know that you held the sword of truth while they're over there lying their asses off, trying to make any lie stick. Any lie they can. They're just saying things out the side of their neck now. It's an end. It's an ending to everything that they are doing to you. Nothing that they will ever do will ever affect your forward movement and you connecting with the divine. Whether they like it or not, they better scratch their ass and get glad. They ain't in a high priestess. They don't know anything. Their secrets are lies. And they have failed. They have failed themselves. They have failed their family lineage. I would say they failed God, but that's not my choice to make. You're over there in your lovely radiant light shining bright on everybody that is around you. All right, that's why people like to be around you. And folding of your essence, you're allowing your essence to unfold to those around you. Joy. You bring joy to the situation, that which brightens your heart. You move forward and you do what brightens your heart. Therefore, what brightens your heart brightens others. All right? You are beauty. You are beautiful inside and out. You allow yourself to flourish and allow people to see just how beautiful you are. Because anybody can have physical beauty. But to have inner beauty, that's rare. That is very rare. All right? You stand steadfast within your faith. Everything is perfect within the divine with you. You know that the divine provides. And you have faith that the divine provides anything. Super faith is what I heard. Opening. It starts with you. You know that you have the ability to change the energy around you to help people heal and grow to love. And it starts with you. You stepped into your courage. Wild strength of the heart. I mean, it's not an easy job to sit up there and allow people to see you be transparent like that. Because there's a lot of criticism. There are a lot of people out there who just don't understand your connection to the divine. And they will never. But your wisdom is needed. Okay? The divine has given you this wisdom so you can spread it for others. Because the procession of the equinox is coming. And the divine needs his divine children to come together to activate the body of Christ consciousness. Wisdom comes from silence of the heart. So that was your reading. I hope you enjoyed it, Divinely Guided. I am so proud of each and everybody in the collective. You are doing awesome. I know it has been very hard, and we are all healing together. I am sending you the biggest energetic hug. Know that I love you too. Know that I'm growing with you. Thank you for your likes, your shares, and subscribes. And I shall see you on the next one.